So I said, sure. So a couple weeks later, I go down to Cold Spring Harbor, Long Island, for this meeting, and there's the usual talks, and some discussion, and then the afternoon coffee break. These two New York lawyers, tall guy with bushy hair, short guy with black straight hair, cornered me. They drag me into the side room. They lock the door. They take out these X-ray films, and they hold them up to the window, and they say, "What do you think?" So it turns out these X-ray films were evidence in a criminal case in the Bronx. A woman had been stabbed to death, and the police suspected the janitor. When they interviewed the janitor, a man named Jose Castro, they noticed a spot of blood on his watch. So the police took the blood from the deceased woman and the blood from the watch and sent it off to a testing laboratory to do this new DNA fingerprint. Let's call the testing lab Life Codes, because that actually is what its name was. So when DNA fingerprinting is done right, you get this beautiful X-ray film with these bands showing different positions of the human DNA, and they differ between people, and you can line them up and see if they match. So these X-ray films looked absolutely nothing like that. I'm from Brooklyn. The technical term for what they look like, thank you. As you know, if you're from Brooklyn, the technical term for what they look like is schmutz. They were a mess. They were the sort of things a first-year graduate student might bring you and you'd say, "Don't bother trying to interpret this experiment, just go do it again." Well, you can imagine the lawyers were incredibly excited to hear me say this, because they immediately said, "Will you testify to that in the court?" I said, "Well, I need this like a hole in the head. I don't have time to do this. I've got work to do," etc. And so I said, "No, I can't possibly do that." So they pressed. I resisted. They pressed, and I resisted. And finally, one of them says, all right, don't testify, but would you teach us so we could do a good job?" And that got my Achilles heel, because in addition to being a scientist, I'm a teacher. For 25 years, I've taught the introductory biology course at MIT. I love teaching. And more than that, I firmly believe that no matter what I do in my own scientific career, the most important impact that I can ever have on the world is going to be through my students. So very, very, very reluctantly, I agreed to teach them. The plan was this. The judge was going to have a pre-trial hearing in the Bronx about whether this DNA evidence should be admitted into court. So we take a couple of weeks and we talk about the basics of DNA analysis, protocols, and how they could go wrong, and then look at the lab reports and see if they made sense. And then when the hearing started, they'd send me the transcripts, and we'd look at the transcripts and talk each night about the transcripts, and I'd suggest questions you might ask. It's all right. The trial starts, or the hearing starts in the Bronx. The first couple witnesses are academic scientists who come and describe DNA and DNA fingerprinting, and basic stuff. The first one was actually Rich Roberts, a very good molecular biologist who would later go on to win a Nobel Prize. Then it started getting interesting. The lab director from Life Codes took the witness stand, and we agreed on some questions to ask him. And they asked the questions, we started getting back answers.